Welcome and thank you for joining. My name is Jason. I am the product owner for Archive Shuttle, and in this video, I'll be discussing what has changed in journal transformation in 2020 so far. Before we begin, I'd like to mention that soon, estimated mid-August, we'll be releasing Journal Commando version 1 and Archive Shuttle version 10. We are working substantially to have the readiness material available at the point of launch. And just for those who may not be aware, this is the version where we'll be officially transitioning the name of Journal Explosion into a product dedicated to addressing the challenges that journal migrations present in a digital transformation. The readiness site is already available and under active development, so please take the opportunity to review it and provide any suggestions as to what you may need or want to see out of it. A quick overview of updates to journal transformation projects in 2020 are a few worthy mentions of features and PBIs that have been implemented, some substantial improvements to user and address management we'll be reviewing, and drastically improved resource utilization and management. A few things that may not directly relate to journal transformation, but impacts journal transformation projects and worth mentioning are support for modern authentication, or OAuth, for import. In August, we should be introducing the ability to be completely run over OAuth, but presently we're limited to the requirement that we need to have PowerShell OAuth capabilities. Perhaps a large and not obvious benefit to people performing journal migrations is the ability to apply item-level retention at the point of import of an item. I'm not aware of any competitors that can perform this functionality. Frequently, people who are seeking this need it. This sort of functionality can frequently apply to people running journal migrations, as those tend to be the same customers who leverage retention policies that could be complex or even defined by users, or in the case of journal transformation, maybe part of a data loss prevention program where they've had a variety of retention categories applied to items. The challenge we're trying to address is how do you maintain continuity of that retention throughout a migration process to ensure both you don't accidentally spoil data that isn't intended for deletion, as well as you delete what you wish to when you wish to in the spirit of defensible deletions. More information can be found out about this by contacting me at any time or reviewing the version 9.9 release notes. Something that's not well advertised is that we also support journal data in other archive types. User mailbox archive types or shared mailbox types may have journal data as a result of importing journal data from other migration sources, or numerous other conditions that may happen. In the spirit of that, we also support journal data that's not in the native envelope journal format, as we can parse the data of other journal data formats and recreate the envelope where necessary. Under user and address management improvements this year, we have done a lot to improve live user management in a journal transformation. Areas like rolling over shared mailboxes or being aware of quota limitations and stopping a migration before a user is impacted have been just some of the many enhancements that we have gone into addressing live user management. We also are able to support all the idiosyncrasies that happen to users with your environment throughout the course of a migration. Issues such as users leaving the organization and their accounts being deleted in the middle of a migration can be very detrimental and add complications that weren't anticipated. We can address those and several other conditions that may happen, including name changes or anything else. We have also fully redesigned the leaver process and the management surrounding it. Both live user and leaver user management have been drastically improved. These levers can be consolidated globally across the scope of your entire migration instead of being limited to the scope of a single archive. We can reuse historic addresses to ensure to consolidate it and prohibit mailbox sprawl where it's not necessary. We've also done a lot to enhance discovered address management, and this is one of the most challenging aspects of a journal transformation project. Imagine for a minute that every email that's sent with every incorrect address gets recorded, and we have to evaluate it and attempt to match it with a user within the environment. There's a lot of bad data to sort through, and much of that is both automated and enhanced, as well as the enablement of users of interest and targeted users enhanced. For resource management, we've sped up many aspects of journal transformation to have a lighter touch on areas of it and be able to process more. We also have designed several features to be able to protect against accidental data loss throughout the course of a migration due to the target configuration. This is to ensure that our customers are getting the data they expect to at the point of project completion, not just at the point of authoring the data. We've also enhanced item routing management to be able to prioritize work that can be done first in order to expedite the migration in an order as to what is available to be exported. Effectively, the enhanced item routing management permits us to be selective as to what we route for import so we can make sure we are importing the data that's readily available to us and minimize the overall migration time. All of these features and more are available currently and since the start of this year. There's even more coming out for journal transformation in version 10.0 and above, but I wanted to thank you for making the time for me today.